Hey YouTube, Eagle Run 23 here. We're going to be talking about the 8.6 Blackout. I made a video last week and really got excited about this cartridge. I'm even more excited about this cartridge now that I've learned some. But check out this. This is a little pistol grip for AR-10 build, and this was 3D printed. Isn't that cool? So I'm experimenting with doing the two-tone thing. I was hoping that that was going to be more like halfway, or even all of this was going to be silver. But I think it's fine. It's got a little silver rim down there on the bottom. But here's the interesting thing about this. So I'm right-handed. This was designed by a precision shooter. And I don't know anything about precision rifle shooting, but you'll see that it's got some, let's see if I can put this with a background where you can see it. So it has this shelf here, and then it has a smaller shelf here. And the idea is that your thumb rests here. Also, this is completely 90 degree. It's got no sweep to it. It's straight up and down. Thumb goes there, and then this shelf right there is actually not to block your hand. It's actually, apparently precision shooters will rest their thumb back over here when they pull the trigger so that they're not imparting any action to the gun. Did not know that. I guess I can confirm that it's true because a precision shooter told it to me, but I don't know. So you're gonna put this back around here, grip up here, and then thumb goes, instead of being around it, it would go back here on the shelf and you would pull your trigger. I don't know, find it fascinating. I have not mocked this up yet. Currently, I have a grip that's got like a big pommel that, like, I think it's called a pommel, but like your whole hand fits on it, and it's just too bulky. It doesn't fit in the case, and I'm going to try this out. I printed it with like, I think it was 100% infill. This is pretty dense and heavy. This is definitely more like a bench rest gun. But it's got this little shelf here. I do find the shelf maybe to be, I mean, my hands are pretty big. Maybe it should be, I don't know. I don't know how to manipulate the files. But anyway, if you're interested in this file, I can tell you where to get it. We'll install it here in another video. Actually, I can't show you how to install it, but whatever. Back to the topic here, 8.6 Creedmoor, or I'm sorry, 8.6 Blackout. So I have been watching and reading about this, and apparently this has been out for quite a while, and I just didn't know about it. So I have some notes here. It's not really intended for you to be able to read them, but I'm just gonna kind of go through here, and I want to kind of share what I know, and then I want to know, those of you that are researching this as well, what have you found out as well? So, made by Q. His name is Kevin something or other. I don't know his last name. His company's like Q Incorporated or Q LLC. But some really interesting things about the development of this 8.6. This is the same guy who developed the 300 Blackout, which he wanted it to come from that 223 case, so that it was only a barrel change. You could use your same bolt, same AR-15, you just change the barrel and you got a 30 cal bullet coming out of a 5.56 setup, which is brilliant. It's been pretty popular. It came out maybe 10 or 12 years ago. I don't own one. I have shot one, but I think they're cool. And the idea is the 8.6 is the 300 Blackout to AR-15, 8.6 is to AR-10 or LR308 or SR25. This is the equivalency to that. So it's 300 Blackout's bigger, badder brother. So same theory here. Take a platform that already exists and just change the barrel. Now, where it's a little bit different is this uses a 6.5 Creedmoor case. I'm a big fan of 6.5 Creedmoor. I have 6.5 Creedmoor guns, and I have I have cases, so I could theoretically make my own. I also reload. By the way, follow Eagle Reloads for reloading content. Eventually, this topic will probably switch over to the reloading channel. But since we're not actually doing any reloading, or we don't even know how to do this yet, so anyway, the 8.6 Blackout is a cut and necked 6.5 Creedmoor case. It would basically allow you to replace the barrel on an AR-10, LR-308, and you're ready to shoot this really cool round. The thing is massive. We're talking about 300 grains. Now, in this, this is 338 is actually what it comes out, and it's a 338. So there's heavy stuff that would go like in a 338 Lapua, and there's smaller 338 stuff. So the range that I have found so far is 180 grains up to 300 grains. So imagine a 300 grain beefy bullet. Now with these modern cartridges where there's a big chunk of the of the bullet hanging out, if you contrast that with an older design where there's not as much bullet hanging out, all of the modern bullets are really designed like this. It's kind of cool, and these big long high BC bullets are spun really fast, and they've actually made some pretty cool discoveries about twist rate. Even like in the 308, dropping down to a 1-in-8 barrel actually imparts a lot more energy into the round. And so the crazy thing here with this 8.6, it's going to be a 1-in-3 twist barrel, which is just really wild. I've seen a picture down the barrel, and it just looks like it's threaded. It looks like a freaking bolt would go down it. Yeah, it's freaking cool. So there's a couple barrel manufacturers, but I think FAXON is leading the way, which is cool. This faster twist rate actually does a couple things. Back to the twist rate here. See, rotational energy is also a part of the energy. So when the cartridge goes off and the powder's when the powder goes off, the energy that's in here does a couple things, right? It burns, it flashes, it makes a sound, it does all these things. Well, if we can use more of that energy to spin the bullet, thus the 1-in-3 twist, it is able to impart that spinning energy also downrange, which I really never thought about that before. I just kind of took for granted the twist rate, but science, man, it's freaking cool. The gel tests with the twist rate are wild. If you Google it, you can find it. The gel tests on the 8.6. I wish I had a way to load that into the video. I don't know how to do that. FAXON actually says that it's like having if you have a smoothie in the blender and you've got it on medium, and then you put it on high, how that column tightens up and forms up, and it just obliterates the smoothie, versus when you have it at a lower speed, it's a little chunkier and it's kind of swimming around kind of slowly. And when you hit it on high, that column forms up nice and tight. That's the best way to understand what the energy does when it's spinning at such a high rate, which I think that's cool. And the next part that's cool is I've made videos on this before. I'm a huge fan of these beefy guns, these big caliber guns, even a 6.5 Creedmoor 308, with a short barrel. In fact, I'm dreaming about building a 6.5 Creedmoor in like a 14, 16-inch barrel. That will be coming soon. Currently working on it. Well, the 8.6 Blackout is designed around a 12-inch barrel. In fact, they're going to offer an 8, a 12, and a 16. So these are really short. They're going to be in this Remington 700 or the Remage, and then also in an AR-10 LR308 package. So stupid cool in a short barrel. Put a suppressor on there. Haven't fooled with suppressors before, but I'm starting to get interested. Let's see. They say with that suppressor that the 8.6 Blackout is as quiet as 22 LR. Wow. That's crazy. That's really crazy. Let's talk about the bullet. I'm going to order some bullets in so I can use them when we talk about this, and then I'll reload with them eventually here. But they have to be a bonded bullet. So the match grade stuff, the polymer tips and stuff, when you spin them and shoot them that fast, they actually come apart, which is a little scary. make sure that you have the right bullet. I guess if you have a can on the end of it, because if it comes apart when it leaves the barrel, it's going to destroy that can. Hopefully they got that tested out before they start releasing load data for us to load or to buy ammo. So yeah, got to be bonded. They were even using solid copper bullets as well, which is kind of cool. The solid copper and the bonded bullets, because it's spinning so fast, it actually aids in it opening up, which energy on target, I think that's pretty great. They said that the range that it's effective is basically double a 300 Blackout. So if you're shooting a couple hundred yards with a 300 Blackout, that you would be, maybe 4, 5, 6. They were even shooting out to 1,000, but the sweet spot I think is going to be in the 4, 5, 6 100-yard range, which is kind of cool. I would like to shoot out that far, but when I'm shooting pigs, I'm not shooting that far. So let's talk about the reloading part of it. I don't have information on powders. I don't have information on how to actually cut, size, and neck the cases. I also I've got a phone call into Hornady Custom. They do make around a set of dies for this. It's going to be about $300. He's going to call me back tomorrow because I wanted to see if it was a 3-die set or a 2-die set, and they're looking at how they're going to set up. I'm running it on the Dillon. So anyway, working on Hornady dies. Going to be about $300 for a set of dies. The 338 Federal is a similar cartridge, but the problem with it from a development standpoint was that it's not. You got to fool with the magazines. They don't feed out of a semi-auto. Now, it's possible that the 338 Fed and the 375 Raptor, which is another one people have been commenting about that I need to look into, those are great for bolt guns. But he's developing this so that it could have a military application, and the military wants it to shoot out of. They want it to shoot out of. They want it to be semi-auto, or at least that's what he said. I don't know anything about the military, but from a semi-auto standpoint, because from what I understand, there's some branch or group military that is using the 300 Blackout suppressed, and I didn't know that. So in a 308 platform, the 8.6 suppressed, maybe they're going to want that too. I don't know. I don't know how that works. But a lot of people said, grab the 375 Raptor, check out the 338 Fed. The problem is that the cases are too long and they don't feed consistently. There was a lot of thought that went into the design of it so that, and I don't have all the measurements here, so we're just going to kind of talk about, in rough figures here. But the way that the lips feed on the magazine and the where the bullet fits in the magazine, this part right here, on the 8.6 is the same as a 308 as far as the thick or the diameter here. So it fits and feeds reliably out of a magazine because it comes across as the same as a 308, which those magazines were made for 308. They fit 6.5, and now they would also fit the 8.6 Blackout, which is pretty cool. Now, you can file down some stuff, and you can bend this lip, and you can knock this over with a hammer, and all these ribs on the inside can be sanded. And yeah, but if you could just come up with something that, again, is only a barrel change, that's kind of cool. Now, the 375 Raptor's cool. I'm not a bolt gun guy. I'm kind of trying to dabble in that. It seems like a great round. But I'm gonna jump into this 8.6. I'm ordering dies. I think I'm on the wait list to order a barrel. I was hoping I could pre-order one, but it doesn't look like that's out yet. Yeah, so so I have been able to find some more information on 8.6. I'm super excited about it. I think it's going to be great. Let me know what you think. Are you going to look for ammo when it starts coming out? They're saying barrels this summer, and they're saying ammo this summer. They say it's going to be priced similarly to 6.5 Creedmoor. So right now, those are like $1 a round, $1.10 a round. So maybe it's $1.25 a round if you're buying ammo. I'd like to try to make my own, but I'll probably have to buy some as well. Anyway, barrels, dies, ammo. It's all we need. They say it should be out by summer. I'm going to try to get it as quick as I can, put some videos up on it. Make sure you're subscribed there below. We'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.